Hello and welcome back to the NFSTI video tutorial series for beginners. Today we're going to take a look at a software that's offered online called Hootsuite. The reason I'm going to go over this is because it's very helpful with social media, and seeing as how you're on the NFSTI website looking at these videos, there's a good chance that you understand and appreciate the value of networking. Social media has stepped up and has been a main form of marketing for the last few years now, and it's hit mainstream just in the last year to year and a half. One of the things that I hear a lot from clients that are exploring social media and social media marketing for the first time is, how does somebody have enough time to be able to do this when they've still got day-to-day operations that they can barely squeeze into the hours? Well, here's how. You use a tool such as Hootsuite. There's plenty of other options out there. However, I happened to find that this one was the most handy for several reasons. Number one, it's easy to navigate with. Number two, if you want to upgrade to the Pro version, it's very inexpensive. Number three, it integrates all the social media sites and websites that I particularly prefer. And number four, it has the ability to track statistics, which I'm a big fan of, because if you don't know what's going on or who's where within your website and all the work that you're putting in, then it's just not worth doing sometimes. Perhaps you'll strike it rich, you'll hit a spot of gold, but I'm not going to take that risk. I want to know what's going on. I want to know how my results are going for my effort. So on the front page here, you can see some of the benefits. You can see that you can get it right off your mobile. You can track your results. You've got team collaboration, so if you've got a team working together, you can all be working on the same platform simultaneously. You can customize your interface. You can assign tasks to the team members, schedule updates, so you don't have to have an update immediately right then. You can plan it out a week in advance, maybe on the weekend, something like that. It's international, which may or may not impact your profession here in the United States, and you can monitor what people are saying about you. There's plenty more where that came from, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and sign in. However, first I'm going to show you how you would sign up. It's really easy and it's really quick. There's the two options. There's the Pro and the Basic. Personally, I began with Basic. It was free. Initially, prior to 2011, the Pro version was free as well. So got to get addicted to that, and then was able to make the decision later that it was worth the $5.99 a month. So very affordable and very worth it to me. So if you want to sign up for the free one to try it out, you can. It's really simple. You just create your information here. I would start by opening up a couple of tabs in your internet browser, however, and I would open up some of your key social media accounts. And if you haven't created social media accounts, you need to start there first instead. Let's see how we can do that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up from my my browser bar. I went to the File menu, and I'm going to scroll down here, and you can see that there's the New Tab button. I could also hit the Command T. Either way is going to open up a new tab that looks just like this. In the address bar, I'm going to pull up my Facebook. I'm going to actually switch accounts here real quick to the NFSTI account. And at the same time, I'm going to do a little shortcut here, so watch as I pull up a new tab with this little cross button over here. I'm using Safari at this time. I'm going to also open up Twitter.com, because I know I'm going to be using that as well. So right now I'm logged into my Facebook account for NFSTI, my professional profile, and at the same time I'm going to sign into my NFSTI account. That should do it. Okay, there we go. Logged into both accounts now. The reason I want to log into both accounts is Hootsuite communicates to those other accounts while I'm logged in. It does that through code that I don't even want to get into here. It's very complicated. However, they do a fantastic job. All you have to do on the user side is log into your accounts that you want to have linked up to your Hootsuite account, and I'll show you in just a moment. You'll see just how many options you're going to have. So here you would fill in your information and create an account. Instantly you'd be able to log right in. So now I'm going to log into my account so that you can see what it would look like from the user's perspective when you've got an account already set up. And I'm in. Let me just give you a brief overview of the platform itself. Again, I'm using the Pro version, so I pay about $5.99 a month. I sync that up with my PayPal. It just takes it out of my account. I don't even have to think about it. It's really easy. Okay, let's get a quick overview of what's going on here on this page. The first thing you see up here is this white bar that says Compose Message. You click inside of that, and this is where you would write a message. So if you're familiar with Twitter or you're familiar with LinkedIn or Facebook, you know that there's always a place that you can put your status update. So here's where you're going to want to write something. Say, new blog post on the NFSTI website under Archives. And we're going to come back to this in just a moment and finish this off. Oh, wrong button. Okay, just wanted to minimize that. Now I'm going to walk you through the rest of the navigation. Here you have another menu. As I rolled over it, it broadened out and it shows me what everything is. Right now it's showing me all of my streams. It's on the home page. That's why the little house is there. And those streams are as follows. There's my LinkedIn networks. Here's my Twitter networks. Here's my Facebook page feeds. And as I scroll over, here's my Facebook feed page for, it's actually for, this one's for my personal account, my personal business account, and this one's for a fan page that we have for the Dan Waterman Enterprises company. So I've got two going at the same time. I've got my profile page and I've got my fan page for my company. Alright, so that's what's on your home stream. You can add a stream if you like just by clicking this button. But before we go there, it's a good idea to understand how we added those streams in the first place. And that simply came from the home button. When we first went there, we add a stream. It brings up this pop-up window. And we simply select what stream we wanted to make it in. I know I don't have a MySpace, so I could go here and it says you don't have one yet. Would you like to add one? I would click add. And now what it's going to try to do is try to connect. So I don't have a Facebook, I don't have it open, so it's not going to find it. So it's kind of, I'm confusing it just a little bit, but nonetheless, you kind of get the idea. From there, I would just log in. It already recognizes that my Twitter account is posted and that I can select which type of stream I want to see. Do I want to look at my home feed, which makes most sense, or maybe I want to send or I want to view my pending tweets because I tend to plan my tweets a week in advance and time them out. And I'll show you how that can be done later. I can enter search queries. So if I want to see who's searching the word Dan Waterman, I can. And I can create a stream from that. And there it is. It just popped up right there. So anytime the word Dan Waterman pops up, it's going to show up here. Okay, let's go back again. So now that you've seen how to add a stream, we're going to look a little bit more at some of the other menus. First is Analytics. Analytics is very important to me because I want to know exactly where everything is going at all times. I haven't created a report for this particular account yet because this is a fairly new feature on Hootsuite. However, I do get this report straight from Google, and you can create it right here online. Very simple to do, and you'll be able to look at those analysis later down the road as it collects the data over time. Typically, it's about a day behind. There's other options down here too, so I'll let you take a look at those on your own time. But let's scroll down to the next menu bar and look at assignments. So if I had a team, I would be able to make assignments. I don't have a team right now. It's just me that's doing it on this account, so I don't need to worry about that. But I don't have any teams, so if I wanted to add a new member, this is where I'd do it. I really like this feature, RSS Atom. This allows me to take information from relevant news sources around the world and post them to my site automatically. So I've taken two different feeds, two that are relevant to my business. One is called Social Media Examiner. The other is called Housing Wire. I've entered in their RSS feeds, Okay, you can find those. You can simply Google RSS feeds for whatever your favorite publication is. They typically have one. You would enter that in. I'll show you what that looks like real quick at Add New RSS. You would type it in right here. Okay, and then I can check this feed for new posts every 24 hours is a good rate. Anything less than that and you're going to probably overwhelm your clients and your audience. I want to do just one post at a time. I'm not going to post, we can post many. Anything more than that I've found is overwhelming to your clients, and I do like to post some text with it. I can prepend it, so I could say something like NFSTI update, and every time it makes a post for me, it's going to print that ahead of time. Now, what do I mean by create a post for me? What I'm talking about is this will automatically create posts for me on whatever sites I've entered into this system. So we're going to scoot back to where we started from, back up here at the top, and we're going to finish off what we started. New blog posts on the NFSTI website under Archives. I'm going to add a little feature here that's going to allow me to be able to track it, and it's right here. I'm going to type in my URL, whatever it is that I happen to be doing, leading people to, and in this case I'm just going to say nfsti.com archives. It's going to go under the ow.ly. They call it the Owly link. It's a shortener if you're familiar with shorteners. Kind of like Tiny URL is the most popular one. Let's shrink it. It's going to jump in right here, by the way. We're going to shrink it. It's going to jump up here. Now I've got the ability to track this. Before, if I would have just typed the URL right there, I couldn't track it. Now I can. If I'd like to upload an image or file, I can. I want to schedule it for a later time, I can do that too. Maybe I don't want it to go out until 12 o'clock p.m. today. And I'm going to hit OK. Actually, I'm going to cancel it because I want you to be able to see it go out. I can save this as a draft and not send it out, and I can view all the drafts that I currently have. But I'm just going to leave this as it is, and I'm going to add it to my Facebook account. Alright, it's loading up. Give it a second. I'm going to add it to my LinkedIn account. I'm going to add it to Dan Waterman Enterprises Facebook fan page. There we go. So I've got a bunch of different images to choose from here on my URL that it pulled up from that home page. Let's see if one of these is relevant. Let's go with that one right there. Perfect. I'm going to hit send now. Now what this is going to do is going to send this notice with this link and this image and this profile here out to my Facebook personal page, my LinkedIn personal page, technically business pages, and my Facebook fan page for my company. I'm going to hit send now, and it's out. And that's it. Now I can go over to Facebook. I'm going to do a refresh on my profile, and there it is right there. It looks really good, really clean, looks very professional. It looks like something, it looks better than what I would do personally. Now if I click this, it's going to go over to the NFSTI archives. When I did that, Hootsuite just tracked it for me. It just said, hey, this particular IP address just clicked on your link and went to the home page of, or the archive page of NFSTI that I indicated. That's a great thing. Let's go over to the Dan Waterman Enterprise page and see what happened there. There it is as well. Things done for me. Now the beautiful part about this whole thing is once I put those RSS feeds in that I showed you earlier, it's all going to do it automatically for me once every 24 hours. It's going to track everything, and I can go in and check my progress. That's something that I don't have to think about. I don't have to follow up on, and if I have a busy week, I know that things are still going on for me. I don't have to stress myself out about going and doing a tweet. Well, that'll do it for today's version of how to get started on Hootsuite and automate and consolidate all of your social media. I hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next video.